then why did he leave his colony? If not the war, then why didn't he come back? And if the Powhatan didn't kill them, then where were the lost colonists? The moment the accepted story is pulled away, the questions leap out, demanding answers. The moment the questions are asked, the accepted story no longer fits. There is something unsettling about a mystery. When it involves tragedy, it is doubly so. When that tragedy is the loss of 116 people and their inexplicable disappearance, the need to find answers is compelling. When history said there was nothing left to tell, we had only scratched the surface of the puzzle. It is still possible, at this late date, to wring out the facts, to squeeze out more information, to uncover that which it was never intended we should uncover, to learn the truth, to solve a mystery. Some will find it jarring. Raleigh himself did not write his own side of the story, though perhaps he gave us his reasons when he wrote, "I know that it will be said by many that I might have been more pleasing to the reader if I had written the story of mine own times. To this I answer that whosoever shall follow truth too near the heels, it may happily strike out his teeth." A note about methodology is in order. The quotes used in this book date from the 16th and 17th centuries. They are interspersed within the text in a way that was intended to be as seamless as possible, but are distinguished from it by being rendered with emphasis. For ease and to maintain a consistent style, spellings and punctuation have been modernized, with the exception of personal names, which have been modernized or not according to context, and Indian names, which I left as they appeared in the original. The story of the lost colony is America's oldest mystery. To tell it properly, I felt that it had to be told as a mystery, not simply as a chronological history. This allows the listener to approach the material as a series of questions, each one leading to the next, in order to preserve both a sense of discovery and a sense of the complexity of the data, which at first sight seems baffling, inexplicable, and contradictory. Contrary to the impression generally given, clues to the lost colonists' whereabouts abound, although they have never been given equal value in any previous treatment of the subject. As a consequence, the mystery has not been solved. The single most important question surrounding the lost colonists is, why were they left on Roanoke Island? From this question, all else follows. Who was responsible for this, and why? What were the initial reports filtering into London? If the colony was in trouble, why did its governor, John White, abandon it and return to England? Do we know something about his background, or about the colonists themselves, that could explain what was happening? What does John White's own account reveal of the problem? What were the conditions on Roanoke that would explain the colonists' disappearance? What of the conflicting reports from Jamestown of lost colony sightings? Question after question drives us back in time from effect to cause until we finally reach the first plateau. Why were the colonists lost? Only when we understand this and the danger posed by Roanoke Island and its environs can we move forward to trace what happened after their disappearance. I chose to tell this story, then, as a series of discoveries generated by key questions. The result is not a traditional history format. If it conveys, as I hope, anything of the tension and drama of the story itself, then I have succeeded. Part 1. A Case of Missing Persons. 1. The Disappearance. Roanoke Island, North America, July 1587. A mystery is unfolding. 117 people have landed on a remote island off the North American coast. The men, women, and children sent out by Sir Walter Raleigh are the first English colonists in America. Despite the care taken for their safety, the explicit instructions, the plans for provisions, all will vanish. The only known survivor will be their governor, John White, an artist and veteran of Raleigh's previous Roanoke expeditions. He had known from the moment they landed that they could not survive on Roanoke Island. The commander